Hello, everybody. Be welcome to your English class for today. It's time for reading the versicle. Well, as always, here we go to Matthew. In this case, we are now in chapter 6, and the versicle is number 1. Well, let's see. Be careful not to perform your righteous act before man to be seen by them. If you do, you will have no reward from your Father in heaven. Well, this is the Biblian Standard Bible. And the value for this week is righteous acts. Righteous acts. Okay, let's go to Bible Hub. And now, here we go to take a look for another translation and maybe pay attention for some changes or some difference between this version. We can learn a lot about English when we pay attention for different translation. In this case, it's a text and it's from the Bible. Well, at first, we have to pay attention for this. We have a context over here, and the context is given to the needy, given to the needy. And that is very important for us because we have to thinking about it for reading this versicle 1, 2, and 3, and the next. Well, at first, New International Version. Be careful not to practice your righteousness. Okay, pay attention. In this case, is practice your righteousness in front of others to be seen by them. If you do, you will have no reward from your Father in heaven. Well, now, I love this one. Is New Living Translation because it used a phrasal verb for this. Is watch out. Watch out. It's not be careful, it's not beware, is watch out. Do not, don't do your good deeds. Good deeds. Okay, in this case, deeds, we can make a translation like in Spanish, like obras, buenas obras. Don't do your good deeds publicly to be admired by others, for you will lose the reward from your Father in heaven. Okay, I think this is a clear version. It's in a contemporary English for us. Is watch out. At first, is clear it's like to Jesus say to us, hey, pay attention to this because it's very important. Watch out. Don't do good deeds. I think that is a clear expression that is practice your righteousness or maybe righteousness acts, good deeds. And it says publicly, okay, públicamente. For what? Admire. It's not for the other to see you, no. To be admired. You want to be admired? Okay. If you want to be admired, you know, well, you are going to lose a reward in the next life in heaven. Well, and let's go to English Standard. Beware. One more time, like to careful about this. Beware of practicing your righteousness before other people in order to be seen by them. For then you will have no reward from your Father who is in heaven. Well, we are reading Biblian Standard currently. Be careful not to perform your righteousness acts before man to be seen by them. If you do, you will have no reward from your Father in heaven. Let's see Biblian Literal Bible. And beware, do not your righteousness before men in order to be seen by them. Otherwise, you have no reward in the presence of your Father in the heavens. Okay, this is one of this version that use heavens in a plural way. And remember that it's okay because according to the Bible, there is the first, the second, and the third heaven. We have 3 heavens, and for that, they use this version in plural. Well, and we are going to finish for today with King James and New King James. For King James, take it is like to take care, is like to beware, is like to pay attention, whatever, it's similar. It's a similar word. That you don't do your charitable deeds. Well, we can make this a translation like in Spanish. Ten cuidado de no hacer tus obras caritativas before men to be seen by them. Otherwise, you have no reward from your Father in heaven. Okay, well, we have to make a little reflection about it. Well, remember this, giving to the needy. Algunas traducciones al español titulan esta parte como darle limosna o Jesús y la limosna. Lo asocian a la limosna, pero me gusta más el texto en inglés. El texto en inglés nos dice darle al necesitado. No Jesús y la limosna, sino darle al necesitado. Recuerden que estos textos no son parte original del Evangelio. O sea, cuando Mateo le escribió, él no le puso estos textos. Estos títulos fueron agregados después cuando se hizo la separación en los capítulos y en los versículos, como para establecer un orden de lo que se estaba tocando en cada parte. Ahora, ese pasaje o este texto que estamos viendo a partir de esta semana está relacionado a una ley que aparece en el libro de la segunda ley o de Deuteronomio y tiene que ver precisamente con una ley mosaica en donde Dios a través de Moisés les había dicho a los israelitas que si tenían personas en pobreza que no tuviesen dinero para satisfacer sus necesidades, ellos debían regalarles lo que necesitasen, debían de darles y cubrir sus necesidades. Ahí es donde se contradice un poco el término de limosna, porque cuando hablamos de limosna, lo que pensamos es que es como lo que nos sobra, ¿verdad? O lo que nos sobra en el bolsillo, ahí está la limosna. O lo que tengo ahí guardado que ya no usé, te lo voy a dar como una limosna. Entonces, al verlo así, ¿verdad? Pareciera que es casi como las migajas, ¿verdad? Darle a alguien las migajas de lo que nos sobra. Y no es esa la idea original de la ley. La idea, si vamos al Pentateuco, a Deuteronomio, nos daremos cuenta que Dios no dice eso. Dios les dijo a ellos que debían de darle lo que necesitara. Y lo que necesitara implica que podía ser mucho o poco. Entonces, needy, given to the needy, el needy es alguien que está en necesidad. Y lo que Jesús quería cerrar acá es el hecho de la intención de ayudar al necesitado, el corazón que la persona tenía al momento de ayudar al necesitado. Prácticamente nos hace un llamado a no jactarnos de esa ayuda, a no hacerlo públicamente, como nos la dice la New Living Translation, sino hacerlo de una manera anónima. Porque claro está, si lo hacemos delante de otros, siempre va a ser para que el resto de personas nos vean. Y de acuerdo a esto, hay un galardón, hay una especie de recompensa en el cielo para quien ayuda al necesitado o quien se haya mostrado, digamos, en ese sentido, como una persona solidaria o altruista para con otros. Pero cuando lo hacemos delante de otros, como veremos la otra semana, Jesús ya nos califica de hipocresía. Bueno, así que a cuidarnos de esto o de esta práctica. That's gonna be all. Let's go to the class for today. But first, remember, I want to remember you for this week. I need that you read the first letter. This is the version in Spanish, and we have the version in English. Please read these and pay attention for this name in English and the name in Spanish. Pay attention for that because we are going to make a little discussion about what do you think about the translation for the Spanish version for this name of this character of the book. Well, don't forget about the read the first card for the first letter or the yes, the first letter from screw tapes letters for this Friday. Well, and now here we go to continue with more conversation. Yesterday we make some participation, and now I need other classmates for make a participation. Well, I'm going to need one man and one woman to make this one is the conversation number 3. The killer is what in your office? What's in your office? Okay, just to tell me who wanna practice. I need 2 students for making the practice.
Me.
Okay, thank you, Suriel. You are going to be David. I need one woman, please. One woman to be Maria. Jennifer, you wanna practice? You're going to be Maria?
Me, teacher.
Okay, thank you, Jennifer.
Me.
Thank you so much. Well, Suriel and Jennifer, come on. Let's begin it.
Empiezo.
Okay. I've got a new office now.
Mm, that's great. Congratulations.
I will need a desk and some cabinets. How many cabinets are there in your office?
I think there are 4 cabinets in my office.
And do you have any furniture in your office? I mean, other than the chair at your desk?
Oh yes, I've got a sofa and 2 comfortable and armchairs.
Are there any tables in your office?
Yes, I've got a table in front of the sofa.
Is there a computer in your office?
Oh yes, I keep a laptop on my desk next to the phone.
Are there any flowers or plants in your office?
Mm, yes, there are a few plants near the window.
Where's your sofa?
The sofa is in front of the window between, between the 2 armchairs.
Thanks a lot for your help, Janet. Uh, this gives me a good idea of how to arrange my office.
My pleasure. Good luck with your recording.
Okay, thank you so much, Suriel and Jennifer, for your participation for today. Well, I think this is not a difficult conversation. Maybe some things that we are going to say um, for get it clear. At first, here we have maybe some words that we have to pay attention because all these are part maybe for, in this case, it is for an office, but we can use to for the home. And we have, for example, some word like decks, and we have cabinets that in Spanish is going to be like gabinetes, and we have furniture para muebles, chair, que es una silla, un desk, escritorio. And we have here a sofa, que es, pues, es el sofá, it's very easy. And armchairs, maybe this word is not common for us, but is maybe for Spanish when we say un sillón, that is an armchair, un sillón. And here we have a table, la mesa, and there is a computer. Well, it's not difficult to know what is that. One more time, we have the desk and phone, flowers, and then we have a window, and one more time, the armchair, and let's see, well, that's all. I think that is not very difficult to understanding what is in this conversation, or maybe is not a difficult vocabulary for us. Well, and one more time, I want to remember to use something about the American English pronunciation, and is going to be in this word. The last word is decorating. One more time, is the T. Letter T is between two vowels. In this case, is the A and the I. For that, if we use standard English, we can say that like decorating, decorating, decorating with think, decorating. But if we think about American English, we have to say decorating with the R sound, or maybe it can be a D, decorating. With D or with R, it's okay for Americans. With think, decorating, decorating is with a T for standard English, or maybe for British English. Well, and think is that's all about this conversation. Let's go to another one. Number 4, the title is the meeting. In this case, we have to use, I need somebody to be James and a girl to be Alice. James and Alice. I need 2 more students for make this conversation.
Me, teacher.
Thank you, Ulises. You are going to be James. And tell me, who wanna practice being Alice? Hello, girls. Who wanna practice to be for this conversation, Alice?
Yo, teacher.
Okay, thank you, Glenda. Well, come on, let's begin in Ulises and Glenda.
Hi, Alice. How are you today?
Hi, James. I'm fine. And you?
Great. Thank you. Remember, the meeting is at 3 o'clock.
Excuse me. Which meeting?
Which meeting? The meeting with the boss.
Are you sure there is a meeting today?
Alice, every month there is a meeting with the boss. This month, that meeting is this afternoon.
Gordon? Okay, there is a meeting this afternoon. What time is it?
Alice, this is important. The meeting is at 3 o'clock sharp.
Thank you, James. By the way, what time is now?
It's 11:15.
It's time for lunch.
Lunch now? Lunchtime is at 12.
Well, I'm hungry now.
You're funny, Alice. This is an office.
And angry is just a snack.
Okay, thank you so much. Well, let's see some things about maybe to get improved in pronunciation. Well, remember, Alice and James are workers in an office. Maybe we can think they are good friends. We can think about it because they are using hi, hi. It's like a nice conversation between two co-workers and are co-workers, but they have confidence between them. And here we have this part. Well, remember, this is a common expression for us, but I want you to just wait. I'm going to use another color and make a little bigger this font. Okay, for how are you, we have two ways to make the pronunciation for how are you. The first one is the most common, is to say, how are you? How are you? Okay, and it's okay. But if we want to get maybe the USA or the American English pronunciation, is better to use, in this case, a linker. And making a sound like Howard. How are you? How are you? For the pronunciation, in this case, how are you? 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 3 times. How are you? How are you today? Pay attention to different ways to make the pronunciation for this first sentence. It can be like this. Hi, Alice. How are you today? The second one. Hi, Alice. How are you today? How are you? How are you? How are you? This contraction is for American English, and it's very common that Americans not say like, how are you? No, it's how are you? How are you? How are you today? How are you today? Well, that is one thing. And here we have another thing important. Please remember about the correct pronunciation for this one is excuse me, excuse me. And we have to pay attention for this word, sure. Are you sure there is a meeting today? Are you sure? Sure and excuse me. And we have to make a better pronunciation for that, Glenda, okay? And
Okay.
well, thank you, you got it. And well, this is a tell me, Glenda, no?
No, teacher.
No, okay, well, thank you. Uh, this is an important expression, calm down, because for that is that I said that maybe James and Alice are good friends. They are co-workers, but they are good friends because she used this word. Remember, is a phrasal verb, but to is an expression for English is like to say relax, relax, calm down. In Spanish, if we make a translation for Spanish, tell me what is going to be the expression in Spanish for this word. Somebody who want to make the opinion, what is the translation for calm down in Spanish for us?
Relájate. Relájate, teacher.
But that is more like relax. We have another word, and it's beginning with letter C too. It's another one. Try to think in another one.
Calmarse.
Okay, very nice. That is correct. Calmate. Countdown, calmate. For that is that I think, in this case, for this conversation, Alice and James are co-workers, but they are two good friends. They are good friends. Well, and there we are going to find something else that we have to explain, and is this expression. Pay attention for the expression 3 o'clock sharp. Okay, the expression is o'clock sharp. Well, what we are going to think about it, because it's really difficult to make a translation for this expression to Spanish. But maybe we can reach something like this. Well, it's clear. 3 o'clock is clear. We are going to say, okay, no problem about that. The meaning is las 3 en punto. But adding this word, sharp, sharp. Remember, we can go to a dictionary and we're going to find that is like agudo, puntiagudo for sharp. Well, there is no sense about to make a translation for this expression in English. It's just like to make emphasis that is in this time, is in this time, and not 5 minutes ago or not 5 minutes then. Is 3 o'clock, 3 o'clock. Well, this is one expression that maybe for Spanish we use something like this. Maybe you hear, okay, es a las 3 hora inglesa, hora salvadoreña. What is the meaning for that in Spanish for us? Well, that means that hora inglesa, it's 3 o'clock, 3 o'clock. But when we say hora salvadoreña, okay, you can maybe get to learn 3 past 10 or 3 past 15, whatever. It's not o'clock. Bueno, esta expresión, o'clock sharp, no tiene una traducción directa al español. Ya estamos diciendo que es en punto, pero con lo de sharp, lo que queremos decir es que es en punto, o sea, que es a esa hora cabal. No es ni antes ni después. Aquí es donde se viene, y sí, quizás esto es más del inglés, esto es más de la cultura británica que de la norteamericana. Cuando se dice de hora inglesa, cuando usamos esa expresión nosotros acá de que si es la hora salvadoreña o es la hora inglesa, realmente nos estamos refiriendo a los británicos, porque los que tienen fama de ser muy puntuales, más que los norteamericanos, son los británicos. Entonces, cuando se usa la expresión clock sharp, es para decir, bueno, es en esa hora en punto. Tengamos en cuenta que la cultura británica los adiestra a que si usted llega 5 minutos antes, usted no está a la hora en punto. Y si llega 5 minutos después, usted no está a la hora en punto. Entonces, la hora en punto es la hora. Así que eso sería ese clock sharp. Es como para hacer énfasis, no te vayas a pasar de esa hora. Ni tampoco vas a llegar antes. Es que tenés que estar a esa hora ahí. Es una cosa un tanto complicada, ¿verdad? De la cultura británica, más que todo eso de llegar en punto a la hora o comenzar las cosas en punto. Well, cosa que nuestra cultura latina no lo tiene. Ahora, vamos a la siguiente. Creo que de esta era lo que íbamos a comentar. Let's see, one more. Number 5. Vamos a ir a la última conversación, creo que de esta noche. I need 2 boys. One is going to be Brian and the other one is going to be Ken. Tell me, who wanna practice for today?
I want to practice, teacher.
Okay, thank you. Felix, you're going to be Brian, and David, you are going to be Ken.
Okay.
Come on, let's do it.
Hey, Ken, how are you?
Oh, I'm not good. I'm not so good at all.
Why? What is the matter?
Well, I have a head hatch and bad hatch.
Maybe you have the flu.
No, I think I've just missed Japan. I felt a little homesick.
That's too bad. But I think I can help. Let I have lunch at that new Japan's restaurant.
That's that is a great idea. Thanks.
Okay, thank you, David and Felix. We have to pay attention for this one more time. Hey, Ken, how are you? Or how are you? Two possible ways to make this pronunciation. Well, what is the matter or what's the matter? Just that. Remember, is the best way to asking to somebody, hey, I see you sad for today. You are not looking so good. Do you have a problem? Well, it's better to say, what's the matter? Hey, what's the matter with you? Matter is similar or is a synonym for what is the problem. Do you have a problem? Well, and we have in this case two things. Headache, headache. Remember for the pronunciation about this, for many islands in English, we have this ending, A-C-H-E. And we're going to say ache, ache. Headache, backache, stomachache, cake, ache is the pronunciation for this. Well, and the flu in Spanish is when we say gripe. But can say, no, I think just I miss Japan. Japan is the correct pronunciation for this country, Japan in English. And we have this is, it's an idiom. It's feel a little homesick. Feel a little homesick. Well, in Spanish, if we make a literal translation for this, is going to be like sentirse enfermo por nostalgia. Nostalgia de no estar en el lugar. Eso sería esa homesick. Realmente no es una enfermedad. Es sentirse triste por no estar en la patria o el lugar que nos vio nacer. Por eso hace alusión al hogar, a estar enfermo como del hogar, pero de que me falta estar en ese lugar de origen. Eso es lo que le pasa a muchos compatriotas, ¿verdad? Cuando se ponen melancólicos. Entonces, en español, quizás esta frase, como es una frase idiomática, sería como cuando decimos eso, siento melancólico de que no estoy en mi país de origen. Estoy un poco triste, pues, recordando de mi país que me vio nacer, algo así podría venir siendo. And one more time, this is going to be the gentlest for Japan is the country, and we're going to say Japanese, in this case, Japanese restaurant. Well, that's all about this. But here we have one number 6 and one number 7, but it's going to be for the next class because we have just a little minute for this. Ok, bueno, con eso vamos a terminar. No se les olvide leerse para el día viernes, insisto, la carta 1, ¿verdad? Vamos a retomar. La semana pasada habíamos dejado el prefacio y la carta 1, pero el prefacio nos llevó un poquito de tiempo en la discusión y ya no quedó tiempo de discutir esta. Así que les pido de favor que lean previamente antes de la clase de este Friday lo que vendría siendo la primera carta. Pónganle atención a ciertas palabritas, ¿verdad? Que quizás van a resultar importantes. La primera es el nombre del personaje que comienza a aparecer acá, el sobrino de Screwtape, o como en español lo han denominado los traductores como Screwtopo. Vayan a ver el término que han usado al otro lado y de eso vamos a estar hablando un poquito el día viernes, aparte del contenido de de la carta. Repito, si pueden ir comparando un poco el texto en inglés, el texto en español, les va a ser de bastante ayuda para comprender quizás algunas cosas que al leerlo en el inglés nos puede quedar un poquito vagos la idea de lo que está planteado. No obstante, también nos sirve pues para sacar como una eh, balanza de la traducción y de lo que dice el autor original. Well, time is over. Goodbye, everybody. Take care.
No, take care.
Goodbye.
Thank you. Goodbye. Have a good one.
Buenas noches, teacher.
Okay. Have a good one too.